Semper Fi, everyone. Welcome to the latest installment of Recon Jack. I'm your host, U.S. Marine veteran and historian Chuck Lynch. On today's episode, I'll discuss yet another recipient of the Medal of Honor, late Major General James Lewis Day. As I've previously mentioned in a recent video, the Medal of Honor is the oldest continually issued combat decoration of the United States Armed Forces. Day was a combat Marine who served during 3 major wars, which is quite the feat for any service member, having served throughout World War II, Korea, and the Vietnam War. He rose through the enlisted ranks, becoming a Mustang upon his commission as an officer in the United States Marine Corps. Now, the term Mustang is military slang used in the United States Armed Forces, referring to an officer who began his or her career as an enlisted member prior to becoming an officer. Per the Marine Corps Association of Mustangs website, membership shall be open to Marines who, after having served on active duty service in the enlisted ranks of the United States Marine Corps or Marine Corps Reserve, have risen to the officer ranks and served as commissioned or warrant officers in the United States Marine Corps. This has also been extended to Marines who have risen from the enlisted rank of another service and received an officer's commission or warrant in the Marine Corps, or enlisted in the Marine Corps and received a commission or warrant in another service. Now let's learn a little bit more about Day and his service record throughout those 3 wars and how he rose through the enlisted ranks and became a United States Marine Corps officer. On 14 through 17 May 1945, during World War II, Corporal James Lewis Day participates in combat action during the fight for Sugarloaf Hill on Okinawa, which later leads to him receiving the Medal of Honor. During World War II, Day also serves as an infantryman while participating in battles on the Marshall Islands and Guam. He would continue his long service in the Marine Corps before retiring after 43 years at the rank of Major General. In September 1952, Corporal Day completes the basic school at Quantico, Virginia, and is transferred to Korea, where he serves as an officer commanding Company C, 1st Battalion, 7th Marines, as well as 1st Reconnaissance Company. During the Vietnam War, Day would also serve 2 combat tours of duty, initially while commanding the 1st Battalion, 9th Marines of the 3rd Marine Division, nicknamed the Walking Dead, as well as an operation officer, 9th Marine Amphibious Brigade, 3rd Marine Amphibious Force. During Day's long-running career in the Marine Corps, he's also awarded the Navy Distinguished Service Medal, 3 Silver Star Medals, which is the 3rd highest U.S. military decoration for valor in combat, the Defense Superior Service Medal, the Legion of Merit with Combat V for valor, as well as the Bronze Star with Combat V for valor, 2 Purple Heart medals for being wounded in combat while engaging with an enemy force, the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation medals with Combat V as well, plus a Gold Star for a 2nd award, as well as other numerous awards. Nearly 53 years after his acts of valor on Okinawa in 1945, and nearly 12 years following his retirement, Major General Day is presented with his Medal of Honor and citation by President Bill Clinton during a ceremony on 20 January 1998. Unfortunately, Day will soon pass away 28 October that very same year. His Medal of Honor citation reads, "The President of the United States of America, in the name of Congress, takes pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Corporal James Lewis Day, Marine Corps serial number 56003, United States Marine Corps, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty as squad leader serving with the 2nd Battalion, 22nd Marines, 6th Marine Division, in sustained combat operations against Japanese forces on Okinawa from 14 to 17 May 1945. On the first day, Corporal Day rallied his squad and the remnants of another unit and led them to a critical position forward of the front lines of Sugarloaf Hill. Soon thereafter, they came under intense mortar and artillery barrage that was quickly followed by a ferocious ground attack by some 40 Japanese soldiers. Despite the loss of one half of his men, Corporal Day remained at the forefront, shouting encouragement, hurling hand grenades, and directing deadly fire, thereby repelling the determined enemy. Reinforced by 6 men, he led his squad in repelling 3 fierce night attacks, but suffered 5 additional Marines killed and 1 wounded, whom he assisted to safety. Upon hearing nearby calls for corpsman assistance, Corporal Day braved heavy enemy fire to escort 4 seriously wounded Marines, one at a time, to safety. Corporal Day then manned a light machine gun, assisted by a wounded Marine, and halted another night attack. In the ferocious action, his machine gun was destroyed, and he suffered multiple white phosphorus and fragmentation wounds. He recognized his defensive position in time and reorganized it to halt a 5th enemy attack with devastating small arms fire. On 3 separate occasions, Japanese soldiers close to within a few feet of his foxhole, but were killed by Corporal Day. During the second day, the enemy conducted numerous unsuccessful swarming attacks against his exposed position. When the attacks momentarily subsided, over 70 dead were counted around his position. On the third day, a wounded and exhausted Corporal Day repulsed the enemy's final attack, killing a dozen enemy soldiers at close range. Having yielded no ground with more than 100 enemy dead around his position, Corporal Day preserves the lives of his fellow Marines and made a significant contribution to the success on the Okinawa campaign. By his extraordinary heroism, repeated acts of valor, and quintessential battlefield leadership, Corporal Day inspired the efforts of his outnumbered Marines to defeat a much larger enemy force, reflecting great credit upon himself and upholding the highest of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Now, it's no wonder this Marine is very highly decorated, but it's a shame that it took over a half century for him to be awarded our nation's highest Medal of Honor for combat actions. Now, if you research any bit more of Day, you would actually think that he was a very humble Marine, because there's not a whole lot just readily available without looking deeply online or digging up a few books. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Recon Jack, and perhaps you learned something new, as much I have as well. I may have only again scratched the surface of this topic, so stay tuned for more episodes as I continue to explore the hallowed history, traditions, and individuals of the United States Marine Corps. Also, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course leave a comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I certainly look forward to reading your feedback, and until next time, Semper Fi, carry on.